We're recording.
Why?
Because I have to do the recap for the Mail Call Monday that we started, if you remember.
What?
Remember earlier in the week we did a Mail Call Monday
Yeah.
with the comics on coffee, so I have to give my final...
Well, can you wait? Because I need to start the microwave.
Okay. Hello to all our friends out there in YouTube land. It is your good buddy Philtastic Phil here. And...
Hi.
My beautiful wife. And welcome back to the channel. So we're going to do something really different. We're going to do a Mail Call Monday on an actual Monday. We're filming it on Monday. But there's a little caveat to it. We can't do it all at once. So it's going to be kind of like a all-week mail call. We're only doing the opening today.
Yeah.
You're probably confused. My wife is too. That's fine. But I'll say this, honey. It's not a comic.
Okay.
Any thoughts? Or?
No idea.
Okay. It came in this, which I've never seen a red bag before.
Okay.
It's got no bearing on it, what I think. But I don't know. What are your
What
thoughts?
do you mean it came like that? There was no box, no label on it?
This is a padded envelope. These are, you know.
Okay.
I just thought it was interesting because it was in red.
I've
Okay.
never seen it in a red before.
You don't want to venture any guesses or anything?
I have no idea. I think that was the package I kept on asking you about.
Yeah. Okay. As I said, it's not a comic, but it's definitely comic related. If you have watched Comics with Bueller, is that a big hint to you? Remember Bueller?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch Bueller sometimes on my lunch break with my son when he does the weekly previews. My little guy likes this. And anytime anybody on YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel and you know that I watch you, which, you know, I try to make it a point to at least comment on, you know, the rotation is somewhat off because there's just so many great channels out there. 9 times out of 10, I'm watching it with my son, and he thinks that you're talking to him because of the way that YouTube is, where you're just kind of talking to the screen. So Bueller's main advertiser, sponsor, is, do you know?
No idea.
Comics on Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, let me try these out here. So we've got, now this is the Joker's Blueberry Blast, which is a ground, I don't have to grind it, it's already ground. And I didn't know that. A cool package. You got the 3 Jokers package on the front and on the back.
Does it taste like the Joker?
Well, I guess if the Joker tastes like blueberries, and you know,
creepy.
I typically don't go for flavored coffees. This one just kind of interesting, blueberry. There's actually an excerpt from a comic on the back from The Brave and the Bold 129 in May of 1976. But yeah, it's an interesting packaging. I can't taste it right now because it's a quarter after 11 at night. I'm surprised that looking at it too, you know, usually when I buy coffee, I buy single origin. I don't buy blends. I had assumed that this was a blend. I was just going to make an exception to try it out. But this is a single origin, so it doesn't say anything about a blend. I can't picture.
Where's it from?
Blueberry, Nicaragua.
Oh.
Specialty grade espresso bean. So it should be good stuff.
Is it resealable?
Yeah, it feels like it's a Ziploc.
Oh.
I would tell you to smell it, but I'm afraid the smell might trigger you a little bit. Use 2 tablespoons of coffee for every 8-ounce cup of water. Okay. So here's the packaging. What do you think?
Creepy.
Does blueberry coffee sound appealing to you? You don't like coffee in general.
No, I don't like coffee in general.
So I'm going to have to test this out and report back. And the other one, a little bit different. You know, I drink the grounds, but during the week, and just, you know, sometimes when it's a little bit of a lazy weekend, you just want to, you know, use a K-cup and put it in. I was kind of waiting until I was done with my K-Cups, which I am, to try this out, which I don't know how they got this in here. I'm not going to lie to you because it's difficult to get out. But this is the Dark Night Roast Dark Coffee K-Cup. Again, I'm only really showing you the... Oh yeah, on the back you've got from Detective 27 in May of 1939. Really nice constructed box. It's not like flimsy like the normal K-Cup boxes. Single origin, which is good. Nicaragua, dark roast, so yeah, it means it'll do the trick.
That's a K-Cup?
It's a K-Cup, 12 K-Cups in here.
That may be an issue.
Why?
Remember, when you used the Trader Joe's K-Cup, what happened to it? What happened to the Keurig machine?
Yeah. We had an issue with the Keurig where we were using the Trader Joe's. I tried out the Trader Joe's K-Cups, and to be honest, I think the distinction might be is the bottom
plastic.
of it. Right, it wasn't plastic. It's that kind of woven bottom, and it blew up inside the machine. Like coffee was like all over the place.
I think it destroyed it.
I think so too. And look, I got the machine from Costco, so it wasn't an issue. And Keurig stands by their products usually as well. So
they were pretty good about it.
Yeah, they replaced it. Trader Joe reported the issue, and they're like, "Oh, we haven't heard of that." I was a little surprised. I was waiting for something from corporate. But so this is the Dark Night Roast Dark Roast Coffee.
I wonder what the K-Cups look like. Can you open them?
Yeah. Let's see. Again, great packaging.
You may have to cut it.
No.
I don't know.
Very sturdy. Yeah, I mean, it's the plastic bottom.
Okay, that's not an issue then. Okay, yeah. That's cool. The tops are, what does it say on the top?
Batman.
Dark
roast coffee.
How many in there?
12.
Oh.
So, I'll have some time to explore this, or if it's terrible, Sean from Fat Moose might be getting some. But I'm optimistic. So I'll have to report back to you on this. And this is going to be, like I said, this is Monday evening, but this is going to be a multi-day experiment.
So why now? I mean, you've seen them for how long, and you never really...
Good question. I was out of K-Cups.
You have been a couple of times, but you never
No,
really...
but I was out now. I used all the Folgers from Little Guy's party.
Oh, you love Folgers. That's your favorite.
Yeah, when we had a Little Guy's birthday party, we stocked up on coffee, and, I usually buy the Dark Magic, or is that what it's called? Dark Mountain.
Something.
I don't know. My mom got me hooked on it. And it occurred to me, what if people don't want that? So we wound up getting a thing of Folgers K-Cups, because I figured Folgers, it's well-known.
That's the best time waking up, right?
Brand. And many people like it, and people liked it, but I had tasted it. I don't think I've had Folgers before, and it just tasted like sadness to me.
What does that mean?
Like, you like...
That doesn't make sense.
Like, you sip it, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm in like an AA meeting, drinking from a styrofoam cup type of feeling. It's cursing you to be sad? Is that what you're trying to say? I get it. All I'm saying is that it wasn't as an enjoyable cup of coffee as what, I was accustomed to.
You're so adjusted to your Dark Mountain or Dark Roast you usually drink that it was such a weird texture in your mouth, maybe. And I have, like, the grounds I've been using, that's the, was it the Cuban coffee, which... That's strong. It's strong, and it's good for once in a while, but every day, come on. I know Folgers isn't that strong, right? No. Yeah, that's probably why it's so different for you. Nothing could beat, and I know Joe from Anachronic would agree with me, nothing could beat the mocha pot coffee. That's the best way to brew it. I know that that's not the bean, but that was just so great because it was fresh. You grind it up. It's a pain to use. Yeah, I'm without a mocha pot currently. Yeah, I know. But so this isn't the end of the video, but this is the end for tonight. So we're going to do a little bit of time travel. See you in a bit. Okay, it is Tuesday morning, shortly before... Oh, not Tuesday. Christ, it's Wednesday. I think that tells you the kind of week I'm having. Right before
10 o'clock. It's been a very crazy morning, so I couldn't record me getting the coffee as I typically would do. I just ran upstairs to grab something to eat quickly and grab the coffee while it was there. So I've got the Dark Knight roast in here. Yeah, see, it's nice and hot. I typically add collagen peptide to my coffee. There's no taste for it, but whatever. And milk, just a little bit. I didn't for the longest time. I used to just take the coffee black, and then I got into adding the milk, just a little bit better on the stomach, I've found at least. And but just so I get kind of like a pure and unfiltered taste, I didn't add anything. Let me see if I could show you without spilling. Okay, that's not going to work. Let me just, right off the bat, I'm a little worried because even though this was from the Keurig, there's no real kind of like fragrance to it, which is usually what I find like if you get just like some sort of a cheap kind of stale coffee. And I'm hoping that that's not the case here. So let me cleanse the palate first. Okay. All right. Matt Woods, everybody. Okay, first impression, to be honest with you, it tastes a little bit weaker than I thought it would. It doesn't taste like a strong coffee. It just tastes like a typical coffee, to be honest with you. I took 2 sips, as you just saw. Those are my first 2 sips. Let me sit with it this morning, and I will get back to you later on, tell you what I think. Okay, so my first cup earlier today, I wasn't that impressed with. He's very upset by it too, as you can tell. So I figure, let me try the second K-cup. I'm going to use them all anyway. Maybe I'll have my mom try it. Yeah, let's go ahead and just try the second one. And this time I'll put in the things I usually put in, even though I don't think they're going to change the taste, of course. So we'll see how that goes. I said, so we'll see how that goes. Is that okay? Okay. Okay, so as you saw, I have prepared my second cup of coffee, my post-lunch coffee, I guess you could say, if you will. My first impression wasn't great. This, I don't anticipate it changing the flavor too much just because I use flavorless collagen. And the milk, I mean, it might help a little bit, but here's hopeful. And of course, I've hydrated a little bit in between. Not as much as I probably should be, but if I'm being honest. So, here we go. The milk definitely has helped it a bit. It does taste smoother, of course that's expected. It still has a little bit of that, for lack of a better word, kind of stale taste to it. And I'm bearing in mind, I know that these aren't fresh grounds, these are, K-cups, and I'm sure that has some sort of bearing on it. So I'm going to drink this the rest of the day. And later on after work, I'll record again and just let you know what my overall impression is. Again, of just the Dark Knight Roast K-Cup. Okay, so I'm brewing the Joker coffee right now. That's what that sound is. I'm not peeing. I can tell you, I really like the bag. It's pretty heavy duty and resealable. It's a little kind of pull out, pull tab here. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Does not smell like blueberry to me. So hopefully it tastes better. Oh, hold on. There's a brew tip, which I'm just seeing. Use 2 tablespoons of coffee over 8 ounces of water. You know, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong because I just picked 10. I don't know how many tablespoons I used, but I don't know. We'll find out. If not, I'll give it a second go, but hoping it tastes better than it smells. Let's give it a shot. Okay, I'm back downstairs in my office, about to try the first sip of the Joker Blueberry Blast coffee from Comics on Coffee. I've been hesitant to try it. You know, one of the things I do enjoy about coffee, as I'm sure many do, is the rich smell that you get from freshly brewed coffee. This doesn't smell pleasant. You know, just in my opinion, of course. Didn't add any milk or anything to this, so we're trying it black. Salute, chin chin. Let's give it a shot. I'll have to take a second sip. I've done that with the other coffee, so yeah, it's not for me. I don't get a sense of I don't get a sense of blueberry. I just kicked something over, don't mind me. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's an earthy taste. It's just not pleasant, which is a shame. I had high hopes. I truly, truly did. But, yeah, I guess this is a fail for me. Maybe I'm hesitant to even try it with milk, to be honest with you. Just, I feel like it's not going to improve things. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Probably should, because I did that with the other one. You know, it's got like a weird kind of aftertaste too. It almost like makes your tongue tingle a little bit, and not what I would at least call a pleasant way. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna give my mouth a rest and maybe try this again in a bit with milk. Stay tuned for that. Okay, you're good now?
Yeah.
Okay. So saying we filmed the beginning, you and I, on Monday. I think, was it Monday or Tuesday? One of them.
I think Monday.
I did my taste test of both Comics on Coffee. So now this is just a little bit of the recap, basically, the ending. Mm-hmm. So first, the K-Cup, the darkknight blend. I did not care for it at first. And can you hear me over there?
Yeah.
Why don't you come closer so people can hear you? It bothers her. She sits here. She's not feeling well right now. And I'm feeding the little guy, hence this thing, but I think you may have gathered that. So I didn't care for it at first, but it grew on me as the week went by. You have to get the right kind of mixture going right. It tastes just drinking it black, it tastes too light for me. Like I like my coffee a little bit stronger. When I mixed in some milk, it actually made a lot of a difference. It made it a lot smoother. It still feels like a little weak just for my taste. So now you don't drink coffee, but what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I know you like strong coffee.
Right.
That's the reason why it doesn't taste good to you.
It's not that it didn't taste good, it just tasted weak, which, I mean, one would hope you have a Batman themed, the Dark Knight blend. Batman's up all night. I don't know. My assumption is that it would have been really strong out the gate. Maybe if you just get it ground, it is stronger. Unfortunately, I just wanted to go with the K-Cup just for convenience. I'm not even sure if I still had a mocha pot, if that would have made a difference with it, to be honest with you. The other one, you said it right, buddy. The Joker Blueberry Blast. I absolutely did not like at all whatsoever on any level. And look, this is just my opinion. The people at Comics on Coffee are very good and very nice. Yeah, buddy. I'll get into that in a second. It was just such a disappointment. See, I like coffee. I like a good coffee from the minute that this is a ground coffee, by the way. I like a ground coffee from the minute you open up the bag to the minute you actually... What, buddy? You want to try my hat on again? Okay. He was playing with my hat before. From the minute that you open the bag, you get that whiff, that waft of coffee bean. To the minute that it's cooking, you get that aroma that fills the air. And then, of course, like the first sip. This, for me, was a failure on all three levels. I was really, like... I mean... I don't even know how to describe the taste. It was just not good at all. Nor the smell. I don't know, did you smell it at all, honey?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, it wasn't too bad of the smell. I don't know about the taste. I don't like coffee, so. But it's blueberries, so I mean, that's the reason why it may have tasted a little different because of the flavor of the blueberry in it.
But there was no blueberry taste in it to me. It was very unusual and not in a good way, to the point where I never do this. And this speaks to the service, the level of service you get, I think, with Comics on Coffee. I emailed them and I'm like, look, I never do this. I apologize. I really don't like this coffee. Can I just send it back to you? And they're like, look, it's opened. We can't really do much with that because it's open. I understand that. To be honest with you, I didn't even expect a reply back. But and they replied on a weekend, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But they said, look, I see in your order, though, that you did get K-Cups as well. We're just going to send you an assortment. I said, okay. I'm cool with that. That's more than they certainly had to do, more than I expected them to do. So, again, the Joker coffee is not for me. But Comics on Coffee on a whole, I think that the service level I got at least was very good. I don't know if I would try them again. I guess we're going to go through the K-Cup sampler and see how that goes. But I'll say this on both coffees, as I showed in the little previews, the packaging is excellent, well secured. The cardboard on the K-Cups, the Dark Knight blend, is very strong. The bag for the Joker coffee feels very secure as well. They both have, I think, tremendous art on it. And of course, they're borrowed from modern day comics. The Joker is from the Three Joker series. I'm not sure where the other, what the Batman one is from, to be honest with you. And then on the back, they have the original kind of comic strip or a piece from the comic strip. Overall, these two particular blends or these two particular coffees, I personally can't recommend. Again, the Dark Knight grew on me. If you like a lighter kind of dark coffee, that's a must. Then you have a K-Cup machine. Then you're in business. The Joker one, I honestly, I'm sorry to say this, I can't really recommend it to anybody. I may bring some to Sean to see if he likes it. Sean from Fat Moose, he has started drinking coffee, I think. But I don't know. The only other time I've had a bad coffee, to be honest, or coffee, I shouldn't say bad coffee, excuse me, coffee I didn't care for. I brought it to Sean, and his girlfriend enjoyed it from what I remember. But we got it from Thrive. It was Kick-Ass Coffee.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was just, yeah. But, again, the good people at Comics on Coffee, excellent service. Looking forward to trying these other K-Cups when they come. Different kind of mail call Monday. It's not comics, but it's comics related, so I think that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our channel, so we say what we want. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Peace, love, and comics. See you in a bit.